All right, good morning, everybody. This is gonna be a little different. We have some voice today. Let me not show you my email. How's that sound? All right, let me get caught up on these emails. Most of them I just delete, and then we'll get the day started. Okay, let's not delete that one. Or those. Okay, let's flag that. All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Alex. Make sure you guys say hi in chat. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, and don't forget to like this stream. It helps us grow, helps us reach more people. And ideally, I would like to quit my 9 to 5 and do this professionally. That'd be awesome. We're a long way from that, but liking the stream does help. So, to start the morning here, after the cataclysmic gap down yesterday, we kind of chopped throughout the pre-market and early morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Ryan. Good morning, New Love. Harsh, good morning. Thaya, good morning. David, Jose, Justin, good morning, everybody. I used to, funny enough, I used to watch a guy on YouTube, and his intro, he would go live like early in the morning. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. He used to trade futures. He'd go live at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and his intro every time he would just scream in the mic. He was like, "Wake up, bitch! It's time to make some money," or something like that. But anyway, it just reminded saying good morning to everybody. Kind of reminded me of that. Anyway, let's get to trading, right? Where were we? Okay, so I'm gonna delete this and I'm gonna make a new one because I did that on my phone. Let's use the wick. That one's still lower. All right, so all I'm doing here is I'm setting pre-market lows. I was gonna put this here, but it looks like we're gonna rip through this. There's not much support over here, right? Like, this is all just news. All this is right here. After the Fed said they're not going to, or potentially not going to drop rates this year, that's all that is. So you're not going to see much support on news drops. So you can kind of disregard all of this yesterday. Let's just don't think of that as any support. Like, I don't think it bounced here. Like, just looking across over here historically, I don't think there's anything. I guess I can make a. All right, let's just do a horizontal line from right here. Yeah, see, like, I just don't think historically it didn't like trigger any support levels or anything for me. At least not recently. Let me change it to the 4 hour and just take a look. You know, like that, there's just not any support there. We're at all-time highs. So, yeah, I don't think there's a reason that it stopped where it stopped. That's just kind of where that's where market closed. So that's where we were. Oh, no, the brown and blue in the background. So all that is, let me get rid of this. The brown is pre-market trading, and the blue is after-hours trading. And you can turn that on by right-clicking, and you can go to settings. Is it symbols? Oh, yeah, symbols, and then right here, extended hours. So if you turn on regular hours, you don't have that, and then you have like this big gap, right? And this is what, when people are talking about gap fill, you'll hear that tossed out pretty often. Gap fill is this, right? It's where there's like a gap. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. But anyway, for my trading style, at least the way that I do it, you need to have extended hours turned on because it changes the way that the EMA clouds work. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't really excuse me. I don't really know why a lot of things work. I don't pretend to like. The EMA cloud is pretty simple, but like if it went away, or if you had to tell me to like try to code or understand how to make the lines work, I would be lost. So anyway, if you are looking at indicators on the screen, I'll filter. Give me just a second, guys. Sorry. My kiddo has been sick, and I think he gave a little bit of it to me. Um, anyway, so we'll turn off VWAP so you can get an idea of which indicator is which. Um, Obviously, the green and red lines. Somebody just walked in my office. So, what's up? No. I'm doing the stock thing. So, are you busy?
Yeah, I gotta go I'm at fire station 1, hooking everything back up.
You want some help? Okay.
I actually had to crimp a wire. I'm missing a few cables, but.
Do you need the crimpers? Is that what you're looking for? I think.
Well, I mean, I haven't looked for them yet. That works.
Yep.
Do I have one?
This is the push through one.
I don't think that one's. The one I normally use
Is the skinny one?
Yeah. I don't know if that one works or not. I thought I've been told that one don't, but I really don't know, honestly.
Okay. Well, if not, I'll leave it.
Okay.
I'll leave it there, and you can grab it. All right. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, where were we? The green and red lines, or the clouds, whatever you want to call them. That's Ripster EMA clouds. I have a video going over how to set that up on my page already, so you can go check that out. And yeah, so it's pretty simple. All it is. So let me try to find a good. We'll just use this as an example. Right. So this upper line is the 13 EMA, and then the bottom line is the 5 EMA. And when they cross, they change colors. It's pretty simple. So, like right here, the 5 EMA is above the 13 EMA, or vice versa. I don't really know which one is which, but that's all that an EMA cloud is. And if you don't want to use EMA clouds and you'd rather just use EMA lines, it's the exact same thing. So that is where we're at with that one. And then if you turn that one off, this is VWAP. VWAP is also pretty self-explanatory. Again, I don't know I really don't know what the green lines are, but your blue line is your volume weighted average price, right? So this here is the average price that people have paid dependent on volume. So as of right now, even though the market has been open for just a few minutes, the average price that people have paid is $514.80. So it just is what it is. The way I like to use them is obviously VWAP bounces. So sometimes like this will push down, it'll reject off that average price and then push back to the upside. But it's kind of more of a momentum thing for me. If you're above VWAP, obviously we're kind of headed up and to the right, right? So the stock is going up, right, this way. If you're below VWAP, even if you're, maybe you've been trending up all day, but now you've fallen below VWAP, then you're going to start trending down. And I'm sure we could find an example. Well, VWAP only starts at the beginning of the day. But I'm sure yesterday, if you go back and look at some pictures we posted, I would say that it does trail off underneath VWAP from yesterday. But anyway, let's try to grab a trade here. This is looking good. So we are over previous day, or I guess pre-market highs. We closed under it here, but then we pushed back up on it here. We just closed above it, which is really strong. So if I was looking for an entry right here, I would wait for the stock to come back down, touch our EMA, not the yellow line, but the green cloud. And then after it touches the green cloud, or gets very close to it, I would look for an upside push. So let me put that on a path and not an arrow, so it's thinner. So I would look for it to push down, and of course, you got to turn off your magnet when you're using that. Anyway, so I would look for it to push like maybe somewhere, even if it doesn't hit right now, maybe it'll go here, and then the next one will close here, and then we'll continue to see some upside. That's at least how I use it. One thing I do like to tie in with everything is the flow. Flow has been a little hit or miss recently, but it does kind of still give you a pretty good idea of what's going on. As of right now, flow does not look good for calls. Doesn't really mean that that the price won't go up, but there are more people selling calls than there are buying calls right now. That's all this means, right? So like if it's a negative number, you have $8 million in calls being sold, which I mean I guess this is purchased. This is 8 million of them being purchased, but the ratio of call to sold, of bought to sold is minus 8 million. So there's 8 million more calls being sold than there are being bought, and vice versa for puts here. There's $2 million more in puts in the market right now than there are puts being sold than there are puts being bought. So even though we're down, puts are higher, we're still selling more puts than we are buying puts, if that makes sense. So that was a little more complicated than I wanted it to be there, so I'm sorry. But anyway, let's take a look here. We can also grab something called GEX, which is gamma exposure. Don't ask me what gamma is, because I don't want to know. I don't care to know. I know it's a Greek when it comes to those things, but I will tell you, the more you know, the more you get a thing called analysis paralysis. So like if you just continue to learn and let's say you have like 50 tools in your toolbox, right? Well, then finding one tool that does the job perfectly, then you might find another tool that says, well, maybe you shouldn't do it that way. So you just kind of have to limit down your tools. I think, at least. Some people don't agree with that, but that's how I've traded forever. But anyway, excuse me again, guys. I'm sorry. This is GEX, right? So this is just kind of targets. This just shows where people are buying and where people are selling, right? So we know we probably should not go below 509 today, because there are a ton of people selling, I would assume, puts or whatever. We are selling right here. Well, thank you, New Love. I appreciate that. So right through here, I like to call this a collar. Again, other people will have different names for it, but when you have a really large green bar on GEX, it just means that there's a good chance you're not going to go above it and you're not going to go below it. Now 80 on the bottom here is not very big, so we could go below this. I don't see that happening, but we could, right? Because 80 is not very big. Sometimes you'll see these numbers down here on the bottom and they're like 800, 1200, and that's millions, right? That's in millions. So there would have to be a big push, downward to get us past this collar. But on the flip side, 514, 515, which again we're already above. So those are downside targets. You have people purchasing these puts, right? You have people buying 515s, you have people buying 514s. So they are expecting the market to go down. And that's all this is. It's just showing you where people are. Bobby, that's hilarious. I saw you subscribe to me the other day, and I was like, oh, that's nice. Just somebody, somebody buying or somebody subscribing. I was like, that's really cool. And then I was like, oh, that person doesn't look old enough to trade, but that's hilarious, Bobby. But anyway, yeah, we are. You have people buying 514s and 515s, and a way that you can use these two together, let's see, trading chat. Noah, here, let me show you guys really quick. Noah over in Discord is tagging me. Can I make this not so ugly? I'm sorry. Noah, right? So if you guys don't know Noah over in the Discord, he loves my trading style, and he just tagged me saying, "Hey, you might miss this entry if you don't hurry." So if he was in the live stream, he would know we're already watching it, right? If you are watching this, I would be looking at 516 calls. Let me open Robinhood really quick and get us a price on some 516s. What is Exxon doing today? Exxon is up again, man. So 516 calls are a little pricey. They're 140. I don't like that. So we're probably gonna pass on this because that's way too expensive. Um, Basically, what that means, right? So let's just say we bought at, we're at the money. We're at 516, right? That means we would have to go up $1.40. I'm sorry, guys. I know some people really hate coughing. Anyway, we'd have to go up $1.40, which is going to put us at 517.40, right? So $1.40 jump, which, that looks small on SPY, and some days it can be, but that, in my opinion, is too expensive. These would normally be more like 80 or 90 on a slow day. I'm not saying that you won't make money. I'm just saying that they seem a little pricey. But anyway, what we were saying with Flow and Gex. Let me grab those really quick. And then we'll look for an entry right after that. So there's our Gex chart. And here is our Flow chart. So you put them side by side, right? So stock price is 515.56, right? And we have a downside Gex target of 514, okay? They're expecting it to go down. Then you look over here at Flow, and Flow, the put flow is higher than the call flow. So you can just kind of compare them in that way. You're saying, okay, more people are buying puts, and we have a downside put target. And this is the whole entire market. I'm sorry. So this is everything. This is, your NVIDIAs, your AMDs, your Amazon, Exxon, all of your tickers here. This is the entire market as a whole. So this is like market health. And then this is just SPY. So I just use this for my targets on SPY. So market health at the moment, it is saying we're probably going down, or there's at least more puts being purchased. And then we also have people on SPY buying 514 puts. So downside is what everyone else is thinking. I don't exactly agree, but that's just kind of how you can use the data. I kind of use my own strategy more than I would use. Matt, they are super juiced. I use my own strategy more than I trust the data. Yeah, Bobby, these are, as soon as I'm done, it auto uploads. So these are here forever. Or unless I take them down or whatever. But yeah, these are here forever. That's the other really cool thing about YouTube is, like, I know you always hop in the lives with us over on Discord, but then as soon as the day is done, like, those are gone. Like, as soon as, whatever, or as soon as you leave or whatever, they're gone. But, like, if you get busy and you have a meeting at, 10:30 your time, right, you might have to leave. You might have to leave here in, like, 10 minutes. But if you miss something in between here, it's always going to be on the YouTube. Like, this channel will be here. All these videos will be here. So, yeah, that's another really good reason. Like, I really like streaming over on YouTube. I actually kind of prefer it. One, because, like, right now we have 51 viewers, right? Earlier this morning we had, like, 76. But that means all 76 people can see my screen, whereas on Discord it's only 50. Right, it's hard capped at 50, and there's so much information that goes on with the screen that isn't conveyed over, over voice. So I don't know. I really like streaming on YouTube. I'm probably gonna try to do this. I'm gonna see if I can work something out with work where maybe I can, like, work from home on Fridays until like 10 or 11, and then I can live stream with you guys until then, and then come into the office and do whatever. But anyway, try not to get sidetracked. I do that a lot. Like I was saying, I tend to follow my own TA and my own trading strategy, like this EMA bounce right here. That is that is more my strategy. But if you can find a strategy that works for you like this, and then you just use the flow data that I was just showing you, you can use that as like a little, like, like a tip your hat type of thing. Like if right now I was wanting to get into calls, which we did bounce perfectly, right? If I wanted to get into calls and then I jumped over and I looked at flow, and let's say these were flipped, right? And there was like a metric ton of people buying calls, and calls were up at like 8 million or 10 million. I'd be like, okay, I'm jumping in with the crowd because everyone's got the same idea. We must be going up, right? It's just I think some people call them confluences. It's like you have your strategy, somebody else has a different strategy, but when they meet up, then it's like a match made in heaven type of thing. So, like, another thing you could look at. Where's my rectangle? I don't understand these, so don't crucify me. But I feel like some people, and you can ask Jedi or A main or whatever, they might call this like an order block, I think. To me, that's just resistance. But it's rejected off of, where's my arrows? It is rejected off that resistance 1, 2, 3 times, and then now we are dumping, right? So call it an order block, call it resistance, whatever you want to call it. Either way, both strategies would have worked this morning. I'm not looking to find a scalp at 9 o'clock, right? You could have played the bounce right here from the wick up to here. That right there, that's probably like a $20 move on SPY this morning. Or you could have played the OB and played it down. That right there is probably like I'd say, yeah, the 5/16s that were 140 right here are now 106. So that there was a 35-cent move or $35 move on options. So, good morning, Noah. I was just giving you hell. I put you on blast over here, and said you tagged me because you saw the bounce on EMA there. $20 move. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you played the bounce off the EMA to the top of the wick, you made $20 per contract. Oh, you were watching. Of course you were, Noah. I have the YouTube chat pulled up here. Let me slide it over. See, I have the YouTube chat pulled up over here. And then I just get notifications from Discord. So. Oh, you're fine. But anyway, still on the hunt for a good entry. One thing that does happen pretty often, but I don't personally play it. I think B, like at B over on the Discord, he plays these VWAP bounces, right? And so like if this VWAP holds, maybe we'll see some upside. But I feel like they're a little risky, but they do work. It's kind of if you guys were in here like last week and we talked about the curling EMA and how if you sometimes you can get in early. So like this EMA, okay, well that's the wrong way. As this EMA starts to do like something like this, right? As it comes up and then price goes down, it starts to curl. Like sometimes you can get into these early and then EMA does flip and then you just, like this was yesterday. Yeah, like right here, right? So on the 5 minute, the EMA started to curl for puts. So like puts were, you made your money here, but then as the price started to change, you could have gotten in on this EMA curl and then you would have caught a bigger move. Like yesterday with my alert that made 60%, we got in like right here. Okay, this made 60% on this move. So if you would have gotten in down here on the EMA curl, you're looking at 150, 200%, but they're risky. So just if you like to gamble, VWAP bounces and EMA curls may be for you. You could have just bought this one, and I bet you that move was pretty nice. So just yeah, well, they were 106 here. We just talked about. They're 125 now, so they probably went back to 130 right here. So just something to keep in mind. Some new strategies, a little bit of gambling. It is Friday, so sometimes we like to toss out some goofy stuff. If you guys have been around long enough, you know about the Betting Man series. We haven't done that in a while. Market's been wonky. But looks like we are holding our EMA here. Oh, Alex. That's probably got to. I always say opportunity loss hurts more than actually losing money. It's always been that way for me. Like when you see the move happening, you get into the move, and then you just sell too early, and it's like, yeah, you made 20%, which is great, but then you look back and the contracts are up like 280%. It's the worst, and it hurts so bad it just stings. But yeah, it looks like we are holding on to our. I'll delete this because I don't know what the hell it is. We did hold on to our EMA. We bounced on VWAP 106 to 140 right now, guys. So that VWAP bounce would have been great. I would say if we make it over this resistance, I'd say upside is going to be the play. 517s are $1 right now, which is crazy. 517s are $1, which means we would have to go all the way up to 518 for these to be in the money, which is a $1.80 move from the current price, which is kind of crazy. But I would like to see us close over this. That'd be cool. That'd be great there. Close over, maybe jump into some 517 calls before they get too expensive. Look at this cornball. Look at this cornball sending me friend requests on Discord, guys. Look at this. Hello? Oh. Should we accept this guy as a friend? Bullish trades. I'm just giving you a hard time. He's probably a bot though. I'll accept it. Oh yeah, no, I showed him how to do it. You can also just do it here. You can right click and then settings, symbols. It's right here. You got the same request, Matt? That's hilarious. There's so many bots. I mean, what's crazy though, Matt, is that like unfortunate. I don't know if I know you've been here a long time, Matt, but there was a guy that came in. He was an older gentleman. And got scammed for 40K because a guy that was impersonating Champ said he would trade the money for him, had him send it all to him on like PayPal Friends and Family or something, and then just straight up scammed him. $40,000 just gone. I just realized we don't have any music going. It's just me and my thoughts. Spotify. Let's get some tunes going. Just some light stuff to there it was. And if that's too loud, you guys got to tell me cuz I can't hear it. I don't have any headphones in. So that's all on you guys. Yeah, harsh. Kind of, right? That's exactly what it's like. Somebody came in, offered to trade or make you a ton of money, and then they just dip. They dip with all your cash. So, Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's a crazy, like, I understand what we do is kind of like a gray area, right? It's like, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm kind of giving financial advice. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm more educational than I am financial advice, but it's still a gray area, right? And then you have people that, like, they're bad actors. They come in and they steal your money. And even if you're not like a legitimate scammer, right? Like you're like over in a call center in India or something and you're just straight scamming people all day, but you might, gain this. Yeah, exactly. Not financial advice. But even, yeah, if you're not like a call center in India just scamming people nonstop, you can still like gain a really big following, have them join your Discord, have them send you money, and then like there's so many different ways to do it, and it's crazy. Dude, so JP, what's crazy is like we aren't that big. Like we are a big Discord. We have like 45,000 members, I think. Let me go look. Let me see how many members we have. 47,352 people in our Discord, right? That seems like a lot. Dude, there are some massive Discords. Massive. Like Team Bull. Team Bull has like 400,000 people in their Discord. I have no idea what they pay for their server, but I bet it's ridiculous. But they're making a ton of money, so it's okay. They're just a different team. They do a lot of exactly what we do, a lot of live streams and stuff, but they've just, I don't want to say they've gotten more lucky, but they have marketed themselves very well. But anyway, yeah, we are, yeah, dude, Matt, go look at it. Go look at TBT. They're really expensive, too. Really, really expensive. But they're the number one. Here, we can go to WAP. We can go to WAP and I'll show you. We'll look here really quick. Trading. And then you go to highest rated. Okay, maybe this isn't the right way to go about it. Unless it's not personal finance, maybe? No? I thought it was trading. Oh, there they are. Okay. TBT. This is just the education. This is just it says free because it's the Discord, right? But like, so take a look at this, right? These guys, we'll just go by highest rated. Well, best sellers, sure. So this trading group is $225 a month. They've gotten pretty good reviews, right? 803 reviews. TBT has 198 reviews. Pretty good stuff. Oasis. We have 91 reviews, 9.75, but I mean, you guys know our pay scale over here, right? So just 91 reviews versus hello. Okay. The other one had like 800, whatever. I'll stop talking about other people's Discords, but anyway, because we're trying to find a play. But yeah, we're not the biggest. We are not the biggest. One thing I would watch here, we are potentially looking at a bull flag. So I like this. I like this for whichever direction it breaks out. I like to play the momentum. And it looks like we're going up. I'm going to grab flow and just take a look and see what we have in the market. Yeah, okay, so we're going to jump into some calls. I think, because look at this flow. Puts are just trailing off while calls are on the rise, right? So I think we're going to jump into some calls here with a pretty tight stop loss because it is Friday and I don't feel like losing a lot of money. I think we're going to take the 517s because they're a little cheaper. So I am going to hop into, where are my arrows? I've lost my stuff. Okay. If we break out and hold this right here, I'm going to buy 519 calls at, I don't know, 85 to 92. Somewhere in there. 519? I'm an idiot. 517 calls. 517 calls. Stop loss is going to be 20%, or if you want to be a little safer, you could, or less safe, you could use VWAP. But that is what I am looking at right now. I expect this to push to the upside on this candle. Let me grab Gex just to make sure there's nothing crazy like a ginormous collar at 516, which there's not. Take a look at Gex here, guys. So we have people buying all kinds of calls up here, right? Look at this 517. It's now at almost $200 million worth of 517 calls being purchased. Something to think about, right? As flow starts to flip green, Gex is pointing to the upside. You just have to time your entry and then run with it. So, yeah, Alex, I think I'm going to go with 517s because they're a little cheaper. 516s are right there, though. They're at 130. I think that's too expensive for where we're at right now. Everything is expensive right now. Those 517s should be like $40, but they're 80. So it's up to you what you want to rock with. Yeah, I'm thinking 517s. 517.80 is what they'd have to go to, which is that's a good push up. It's a $2 move to the upside. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I do have a phone call I gotta take here really quick. It won't be long.
Now I'm sitting here thinking about my ex. Got her on red, looking through these texts.
All right, I am back. Nothing has changed.
Shipping out all my feelings FedEx. Gold mill, reflecting off the street lamps.
All right, here we go, guys. Look at that. Perfect bounce on the support from that candle, right? And it looks like we're going to head up. So if you want to jump into those, I think I'm going to buy them. Oh, man, I want to wait for the breakout, but I think if I wait for the breakout, I'm not going to get it. So you can either buy 516 calls right here at like 125. You could maybe wait for 120. Or you could buy the 517s at 80, somewhere in here. Well, let's see what happens here. It's a pretty nasty candle down. I am glad I waited. And this is what happens sometimes. I bet you flow never crossed. Not yet. It may just be a push down for an entry. Somebody might be trying to get their buddies in at a better price, which is completely possible. And thank you, New Love. Yeah. I'm going to try to do these more often. It's just kind of hard. I do still work a 9 to 5, and then like the market's only open from 9 to 5, you know. So trying to find time to do this on top of normal work, it gets a little difficult. But that's a pretty nasty drop down. 3 minutes left on that candle to wick back up, but we'll see. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. I delete that for now. Just broke out to the downside. So I was saying, I was really wanting to wait for the breakout to the upside, but I also didn't want to miss it. But still, let's see what everybody else is up to. Looks like Champ got some calls just a bit ago. He got out for a 0% gain. That's a nasty candle. All of that work from the bulls buying this morning, all of this work just gone. An hour's worth of work just poof out the window on one candle. That's how it goes sometimes. Gary, is it because the music, or is it because like I'm not talking loud enough? My mic is anybody else having trouble, or is it just Gary on his end? Or is it the music? Like, you guys just tell me. Like I said, I don't have the music in my ear. I don't have my headphones in right now, so it's just me and my mic. I just know the music's playing in the background. Oh, Ripperino. Noah, I'm sorry. Okay. Volume assigned. An earthquake in New York. Let's take a look at that. See if that's on the news right now. Job growth. Oh, we do need to check that. Oh, that's crazy. Everybody's having earthquakes. There was an earthquake in Taiwan, earthquake in New York. I need finance. All right, let's see what came across. Non-farm payrolls actually up. Wow, up a lot. So people are still making more money. People are making more money. Unemployment is on the rise. Holy cow. I live in the middle of the US, so I don't know any. I mean, I wouldn't know anything about earthquakes. That bad? A truck running above your floor? Good grief. Does it look like there was any damage outside of maybe some broken windows or anything? Like anything significant? No? Okay. Yeah, Mark, I am smack in the middle. We get a lot of tornadoes and a lot of rain, but not no earthquakes. At least not in the last 100 years. That New Madrid fault line is not far from me. thought we might go back up right there, guys. With that candle getting bought back up. Well, that's good. So just a little shakeout. Bye, Noah. Have a good day, man. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. It helps the watch time. It helps the views. I make sure to like the stream. We have 41 of you in here, and only 16 people like the stream. So, you know, if you are enjoying your time here, you can like the stream. It's much appreciated. But anyway, I thought we were gonna go back up here, guys, which I guess we still could. That wick down was pretty nasty, and got bought back up, which is cool. I did kind of expect this candle to continue to the upside, but we are still holding VWAP. We haven't closed underneath it, so again, curling EMAs are dangerous. You can make a ton of money, but you can also lose. So I won't be playing this EMA curl like this, you know, as the EMA. Let's delete this because we've already fallen out of that pattern. Sometimes you can get in early, but I'm still leaning towards upside today, guys. We had such a drop yesterday, which, I mean, I know we're up $2, almost $3 from the close yesterday, but I don't know. I'm just thinking more. I'm thinking more upside than I am downside today. Maybe it's just bias, but I think it looks better. You could maybe play something like that, right? We could maybe be looking at a little bit more of a bull flag in that fashion. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that one, and I'm gonna turn VWAP off because it's getting a little busy on the screen. But anyway, let's look at those calls. Those 517s are back at 80. It looks like they went as low as, well, they were down here. They were 48. Let me add that to my watch list so I can look at that. Oh, now we're going to break out. Here it goes. Those just went to 72 right here, and they are back up to 87. So that's a huge move. That's a 20% move there. So if this candle closes strong, I'm still thinking calls. I think I'm gonna get calls anyway. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and buy them, guys. I'm gonna get 517 calls at 85. That's my entry at 85 there, because we're showing really good strength. All the wicks are getting bought back up. So yeah, I'm in 517s at 85. I'm gonna go ahead and alert that over on the Discord, but they've already moved. SPY 517 calls at, I'm just gonna put 90 over there. Stop loss at 20%. We're gonna buy, what do we want to do? We want to do 4 contracts. 4 contracts on the small account. Nothing crazy. Yeah, Benny's in here. What's going on, Benny boy? All right, I just got filled on my 0.85 entry there, guys. So we are rocking and rolling now. Make sure to have your stop losses set. We're rocking with this one. 5.5 New York earthquake. Wow, that's actually 5.5 is pretty gnarly, right? Yeah, Steven. Yeah, you saw. I just placed an order, but I did get filled, so we are rocking now. Plus, I just alerted over in the Discord an entry at 90, so it is what it is. Everybody should be getting in now. Just looking to hold this EMA and just potentially break out of this bull flag to the upside. We have been a little choppy, but I think we'll be fine. I can probably shorten this flag up too if I use the wick. So Yeah, that's not too bad. Oh, almost dropped my microphone there. But yeah, I would like for us, let me change the color of this one on this trend line. I would like for us to get up and retest this trend line. Change it to yellow. And I'll just put top center. This is PT1. Okay. Sorry guys, I got another phone call here really quick. I am still in this trade, so sorry, my electrician for my house is calling. He wanted his money. They just got done roughing in our electrical, and yeah, he was looking for his Monet. All right. I saw someone on the Discord say that this price action scares them for calls. Yeah, man, that's why we set stop losses. That is why you set your stop loss. Because trading is scary. It doesn't matter what the PA is. It doesn't matter what the price action is. Trading is scary, man. You can lose a lot of money really fast if you don't have a stop loss set. So if you got into this trade with me, I'm just trying to, your stop loss should be 0.68. 0.68 is if you want to use 20%. So that means I set my limit price at 0.67. I set my stop price at 0.68. I hit review and I walk away. I put that in. I hit done. I click over and call it good. Is QQQ looking bearish? QQQ looks pretty good, man. Unless you're just fiending for some puts. This isn't a kind of like an ascending wedge, so if it doesn't break out in the proper fashion, it could get a little ugly on Qs. What's Nvidia look like? Because Nvidia's EMA is red. What about Apple? The two drivers in the market, and Apple is still red. I don't know. Microsoft though, carrying tech right now. SMCI, just doing its own thing. Oh, anyway, there's that, guys. Contracts are $1 right now, so we are up 15%. So feel free to start taking some profits. We did just hit PT1. I'm gonna alert 20% over on the Discord, so don't chastise me. But all right, 20% over there. I'll just say that because it wicked up there. I use Robinhood, new love. That's what I've traded on forever. I just use TradingView for my charting. So I have like another window open for. Lost my train of thought there. I have another window open for my contracts, and so I just chart over here. I have another monitor that I trade there, so I'll just have them ready, and I just use them in unison. I think you can only trade futures. Where's it at? I saw it yesterday. Yeah, I think you can only trade futures like on trading view. I think that's the only thing you can do. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, like right here. All right. If you hit trade, you can, yeah, you see, you can use all of these on TradingView. But anyway, contracts are back up. We're at 0.92 here. Jesus Christ, Zens over in the Discord. He just does it to push my buttons, man. Anyway, 15% here, guys. If you have multiple contracts, I would 100% start your trim here. There's no sense in holding on to them longer than you need to. So we are up 12, 15, like $15 per contract here. Well, $10 now if you got in at 8.5. But yeah. Feel free to start your trim if you have a whole bunch of contracts. If you're just holding one, I guess it just kind of depends on your the size of your account. If you only have one contract, you probably have a pretty small account. I would still tell you to go ahead and sell right now, just to get in a good habit of taking profits at a good time. Right, not holding out for those like home run type plays. Like take your 10%, take your 15%, and yeah, that's all I can really say for you. You know, I think that's the smartest way to do stuff. Like I bought 4 contracts. I have already sold 3 of them. Right, I'm just holding one. And on that one, I'm gonna set my stop loss at 0.85. So I can't lose any money on this trade. It's impossible. So I can make more, but I can't lose any, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm done deceiving with my life, 'cause I can't forget those tears you cried to me. You cried to me. Guess you made me feel and I hate it. Admit you made it hard to fake it. Yeah, you broke down at my knees and I thought it won't escape me. No, no, no. I'm scared of going under when you piece it all together. Impossible to watch you frown, so I'll go down. You made me face my problems and keeping myself open to you, and I'm sorry. I'm scared of going under when you piece it all together. Impossible to watch you frown, so I'll go down.
Sorry guys, work is busy today. Work's been busy the last couple days. Very busy. Non-farm private payrolls are also up. Wow. Wow. People are just making more money at their 9 to 5. Take a look at this, guys. I'll just share a screenshot. So how we were talking about on the live, that 517 Gex, you remember how it went really, really red just a little bit ago? This is another way of looking at it. This is like in real time. This is Gex on like a line chart instead of a bar. And you can see as time goes on, 517 continuously got more and more and more negative. So it's just kind of a good indicator. Like 509s are like way up here, right, in the hundreds. So anyway, if you haven't sold, contracts are back up at 0.95, 0.96, somewhere in that general area. And one thing I would watch out for, it's like a high a day rejection, something like this, somewhere in there. I guess I could use well, regardless. I'm just gonna sell that there. Well, I'll wait for one. All right, they are now at 102, so you guys should be up a really good amount. Up to you if you want to hold. Upside does continue to look great here, as long as we hold over this PT1, which was high, has been high of day. It's just setting new highs, which is cool. EMA is green, over high of day. Excuse me. So we are looking for David. Yeah, I just moved my stop loss up. Yeah, I'll just as soon as I purchase the contract, the first thing I do is set the stop loss. So as soon as it comes across my screen on Robinhood, I set my stop loss, and then it's kind of the good, the bad, and the ugly of Robinhood. So if I set a stop loss, right, I have to go in and I have to cancel that stop loss so that I can sell, right? So I have to cancel that order, wait for that order to cancel, then I have to go back in and I have to set a new order to sell, and then I can sell. So sometimes you'll miss these wicks up to 102 because you're in the middle of trying to cancel your order, and it doesn't make it there, and your order cancels, yes, and then when you go to sell, we were at 102, but now we're at, what are they now, 94, right? So still green, but not as green as it could have been, right? Another $10 up at the wick. So that's just kind of the downside. Cody, I can't. So the rules about showing your broker are really, really weird. I can't talk to you about how to set up a new brokerage account. I can't show you how to use a brokerage account. I know there's YouTube channels out there that do, but it's such a gray area, and you can get into a lot of trouble through that. So I'm gonna have to pass, Cody. If you're a part of the Discord and you are a part of the VIP members, I do have it pinned on my channel, on my Discord channel, of how to set your option spread on stop loss. So it's out there. I have a picture of it. I can't show you on YouTube because I don't want to get struck down. So yeah, BW. So those are called bracket orders. And Robinhood, when I first started using Robinhood, you could do bracket orders on options. It was so nice because you could set your stop loss at 20%, and then you could set your take profit at 10, 20, 30, 40, whatever you wanted it, right? And then as the stock would move, you would just either make money or hit your stop loss, and it was fantastic. It was the best. But they took it away from us. It sucks. That was really one of the best things about Robinhood was the bracket orders, and I think Webull still allows it. I could be wrong. Yeah. Wow, what a push! 115 here on these contracts, guys. These are up 40% on the runner here. Let me go to the Discord. I gotta alert that out, guys. I'm sorry. 40% here. What a move. We saw it. We watched the whole thing take place. Perfect entry on that EMA bounce with the bull flag breakout. Got over our PT1. We are moving, guys. 517 was my PT2, but we are still pushing. These are at 127, 50% here from entry. What a play, guys. What a play. Did anybody get those? There you go. Harsh. Harsh, if you're in the Discord, boss, make sure you tag me in testimonials. I'll pull them over here. I'll copy and paste the picture and show everybody on the stream that you guys made. You made some cash. Let me. Members profit. All right, what a move, guys. These are up 70%. 75% here. What a move. %80 there. These are going. Still have 2 runners. Let's go, David. Anybody else get in? Out there in the... I only have 27 viewers. Womp womp. Everybody dipped out on me. They made some money and they're dipping. It's fine. Oh. This is really cool, guys. So, Ian, I don't know how you pronounce it, over in the Discord. Check this out. So, this guy made 185 bucks today. He's only on a $1,000 account. He said if he keeps up this consistency, he'll have his lifetime high roller paid off in 1 month. Something to think about. Something to think about. Gonna go take a look. Check this out, guys. This is from... this is from PS Insanity. Check this one out. This is what he just made on those calls. Boom. PS Insanity. 25 calls. He is up $1,200. Looks like he got a little bit of a better entry than us, too, because he's up almost 100%. So, good for you. Let's go PS Insanity. This is JP01. Oh, he's got the stream open. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh, a champion. A true gentleman, this guy here. JP, thank you, dude. Thank you for the testimonial. That's awesome. Right on. Cool. 82 to 125. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Those little gains add up, and they add up quick. That is how we go. Let's go, David. That's awesome, dude. You can't complain about that. Dude, 15% new love. 15% is great. There's no, like, chasing these 60, 70, 80% plays is great. I sold 3 of my 4 contracts at 10%, right? At PT1. Like, when we hit it on the first little wick, right? Right here. I sold at, like, 0.96 or whatever it was, right? And that's fine. That's fine. You know, I made a 15% play. That's great. 15% every single day adds up extremely fast. And then once you can buy like 10, 12, you know, I just showed you guys the one that had 25 contracts, right? Like you can sell 5 at 5%. You can sell 5 at 10%. You can sell 5 at 15%. You know, as it goes up, you can start scaling out, and that's the best. I mean, that's the best way to do it, is to just scale out. Actually, let me grab you guys a picture really quick, and then I know I just saw a couple more things come in there. But there was a picture yesterday. Actually, I know I have a DM of the picture, because somebody was asking me the other day. Okay, here's a perfect picture. Let me grab this for you. So this here, this is how I want you guys to trade. This is exactly how I want everyone to trade. Okay, so this guy, shout out to him. This is Joe Heron over on the Discord, right? At Joe Heron. So he bought 15 contracts at $70 a piece, right? He sold 5 of them at 80. He sold 5 of them at 85. He sold 3 of them at 1 of them at 110, and then sold the other at 110. This is the best way to trade. Now, did he take a majority of his gains here? Yeah. But then he was able to hold out for these big runners. You know, that right there, 70 to 110, what is that? A little over 50%? 50%? Something like that. Math isn't my strong suit. But anyway, yeah, like, this is how you should trade. This is 100% how you should be trading. You should be buying when you have the capital. Let me rephrase. If you don't have the capital to do this, don't do this. If you can only afford 2 contracts, buy 2 contracts and sell them for 10%, and then do it again tomorrow. But if you have the capital, really quick, guys, these are at 90%. Runner is at 90% here. Anyway, when you have the capital, this is what you should be doing. You should be scaling out of plays. Technically, you could scale into plays also. So like, instead of buying all of them at 70, he could have bought at 50, 55, 60, or the opposite. He could have bought at 70, 65, 60, and then wrote it back up. Just like a different. These are at 102%. I'm getting distracted, guys. I'm really sorry. I gotta go alert that. Okay. Anyway, is anybody still in this? These are 120. I'm gonna check the YouTube, and then if nobody's still in these, I'm just gonna talk about this. So if you guys in the YouTube chat, there's 30 of you. If you could just let me know if you're still in, then I'll just keep updating this. Otherwise, I'm gonna rattle on about how you should be selling. Anyway, I guess I can just stop that because you guys get the idea, right? If you have the money, do it like this. If you don't have the money, take your 10% and run. So, all right, Harsh says, done for the day. Thanks, Oak. No, thank you, Harsh, for joining me today. Like you said, this is a small channel. We are trying to grow. Make sure you guys subscribe as well. 23 likes. I appreciate all that, but make sure you subscribe as well. We are trying to grow. Mark says Webull desktop app does not have that option. Okay, good to know. So Mark is saying that they do not have bracket orders on desktop Webull. Okay. David had 2 runners. David got stopped out at 145, which is a little unfortunate. I'm sorry, David. They're at 190 now. But can't be mad. Can't be mad. That's a great game. We got in at 85. So that's still almost, it's a little under 100%. But that's a great play. Don't have the patience. Sold all at 15. Totally fine. Sold at 15% and 45%. Good enough for me. Alex, exactly. Exactly. That good enough for me attitude will take you very, very far. Don't chase these home runs. Don't chase them. Mark, how did everyone get over the fear of trading? Just jump in or do or die. Mark, the best thing you can do is hit this trade button and not that trade button. I don't know where it's at on this. Start a paper account. Start a paper account. Mark, start a paper account. Find a strategy that you like, whether it's my strategy, someone else's strategy. It doesn't matter. Find a strategy that works for you and trade on a paper account. Make sure that it works for you. And then once you are 100% sure, you're like, okay, this works for me. It works with my time frame. It works with how my thought processes work. Then you can start trading with some real money, right? And then I see you have the do or die style. There is no die if you make sure to set your stop loss. I'm not going to say you're not going to lose money. Everybody loses money in this market. It's part of it, right? It is absolutely part of, trading. Everybody loses money. But the more you do it, the more you understand, the more profitable you become, and then your gains outweigh your losses. That's just how it goes. You got to be smart. You got to be patient. It'll all work out. Just find a strategy that works for you. Start with a paper account, and then move to real money. That's what I would suggest. David says, thanks, man. Been following you since 2022. This is the most clarity I've had trading. Thank you for the strategy the last couple months. Dude, no problem, David. Absolutely no problem. I tried. So if you've been following me since 2022, you know I didn't used to always trade this way. I didn't used to use these EMA clouds. I didn't use, X, Y, or Z or the other. You've probably seen me use posty pivots. You've seen me just do pattern trading, resistance trading, things like that. But I knew moving forward, I was going to have to do something a little different to keep my audience and keep them, I don't want to say keep you guys happy, but I knew, like, as a VIP trader over on the Discord, I have a lot of new people, like a lot of people who are just starting with stock trading, and like they don't understand, like they can't just see these, like if I showed this to my wife, she would think that this is Chinese. Right? She wouldn't know what this yellow line, she wouldn't know that this means resistance, and when you get over resistance, you typically run. She wouldn't understand, the bull flag breakout. But the EMA cloud is so simple, and it makes it so easy to trade that, you don't have to know a whole lot to know that when you close over, you retest, you buy calls, right? Right here, we were still green, we closed over, retested, we bought calls. That's just how it goes. It's such an easy strategy to trade. And you can build on it. You can use this, and then you can build on it into something completely different. You know what I mean? You can go into ICT. You can use the same strategy for like what Zinc does, right? With like running the wheel, with selling options once you have more capital. It's just a great place to start, in my opinion. Jody said, got in at 8.6, sold all the way up, ended up with 23% profit. Jody, thank you for spending time with me today, and I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, no, new love, 100%. A lot of people will hold, their play will go from like 0 to minus 50%, and they're like, well, I can probably just wait for it to come back, right? But then when you get into an alert that goes 50%, in the positive, you're like, oh, I have to sell this right now. I have to sell these right now. But if you were in the other direction, you'd be like, well, let's just wait 5 more minutes and see what happens. It just comes with the space. It's like I was saying, opportunity loss hurts more than actually losing money. That's another one of those things, is like you get into this mental state of like losing money hurts, but you always think you can make it back. But that's a terrible way to think about things. That's why I preach setting your stop loss at the very beginning, like from day one. As soon as you buy a call or a put or whatever, as soon as you buy an option, you set your stop loss, and then you can walk away. You don't have to be at your computer all day long. If you're looking at, like we just entered those Amazon swings yesterday, or like 2 days ago, right? 3 days ago. I set a 20% stop loss, and then I just walked away. I haven't looked at it until yesterday when we sold for like 28%. So you don't have to stress when you set a stop loss. Like, you're either into the play because you trust your TA, you've trusted all the research you've done, all the strategies you've used, you trust yourself to enter a trade. So make sure you set your stop loss, so you don't have to stress. I hope that all makes sense. I know I kind of ramble sometimes. But anyway, set your stop loss and you won't lose your account. D, what EMAs do I use on Ripster? I use the 5 and the 13, and that's all I have turned on. So, howdy. All right. Anyway, guys, I had another person come into the office there, but he's gone now. I think I'm gonna call it. What do you guys think? Do you want to look for another one, or do you guys want to call it? It's Friday, 10 a.m. Call it a day for trading. Sit back, watch some TV, eat some snacks. What do you guys think? I don't think it's a terrible idea. We just made those runners just ran 120%. 133% is what I have charted out here. Decisions. Let me check Discord really quick, guys. Let me check some notifications. Maybe we'll go over some more testimonials really quick, and then maybe we'll see. I have a lot of notifications. Okay. All right. So Tanvar says, "Great call. Is the email still green?" I don't know if you're in here, buddy. Yes. Okay. Zenith says, "Amen and Oakley, thank you for making incredibly green to end the week." No problem, buddy. I appreciate you spending time with us. Benny says he made $200 on UPS puts. What did I miss? I thought UPS was still up. No shot. How did I miss that this morning? Well, they are still up. Alright. I don't know how Benny made money on UPS because I lost money. So, congratulations, Benny, because I lost on that one. Chugman says, "Good time to get into Exxon." So, Chugman, I thought Exxon was going to start pushing down after it hit 120. But it is choosing to not do that, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. I'm still in my 110 puts on Exxon for October 18th. That is a long dated put. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Amazon swing is still doing great. Look at that. That kind of sucked yesterday, but this is fantastic. Amazon swing, I have 190 calls for, what's the date on this one? It's like 426 or something. Yeah, 426. Heading into earnings on Amazon, I have 190 calls. We are currently up 40% on those. Bobby, good grief, buddy. All right, guys. So, take a look at this. Bobby, who was just in here earlier on his daughter's account, if you were paying attention. This is what Bobby made today, guys. One, everybody that is in the Discord, go tell Bobby to charge his phone. Dude, it's 11 o'clock and you're on 20%. Bobby? Really? Buddy? Come on now. Come on. Go charge your phone. Anyway, Bobby bought 50 contracts at an average cost of 90, which is what I alerted on the Discord. And the current price is 191. So congratulations to Bobby. He just made most people's monthly, or more than most people's monthly salary in about 15 minutes. Congratulations, Bobby. We appreciate it, buddy. Alright. Benny is screaming for one more trade. One more trade. Benny's pounding his desk right now going, one more trade. One more. Yeah, that's Benny right now. I got a couple more testimonials to go over with you guys. I'm just tossing these out here for anybody who comes back and watches these at another time. So boom. 2 contracts, nothing crazy. He bought 518s instead of 517s, but still made $104 on 2 contracts, guys. 2 contracts. Made $104. It's not a bad day. Take a look at this one. This is Rudan over on the Discord. This is just his runner. He's already sold everything else, but his one runner, $90, 100%. So congratulations to him. And then PS Insanity, which we looked at his earlier, guys. his runner is at 165%, or was a couple minutes ago. And then I have this one from Sam. Sam likes to give me hell over on the Discord. He likes to put some not nice reactions when I have bad plays. It hurts my feelings. But anyway, Sam made 112% on that spy alert. All right. Also, here's this, guys. We were talking earlier about how many people we had in the Discord. Here's the exact number: 47,379. 2,300 people online right now. That's crazy. Thank you guys for everything you do, by the way. Like, yes, I could trade on my own, but like I could not do what I do without you guys. So I really do appreciate it. I do appreciate it, guys. All right, let me get caught up with the YouTube chat. I think I have one more. It's just Benny giving me a hard time. All right, let's see. New Love says, it's Friday, relax. Jody says, either or. Another question, how do you pick which stock to trade every day? So New Love, for day trades, I almost always just trade SPY. It's what I know. I know it works for my strategies. It works. It just works, right? So I normally just trade SPY for day trades. And then New Love, if you check my most recent video on this account, every Sunday I upload something called Barely Legal, and it's just me going over my top stock picks for the week. They're normally like 10-15 minutes. It's just like 5 or 6 stocks. I'll look at technical analysis, kind of trend patterns, geopolitical issues, things of that nature. But that's kind of how I pick my stocks, right? So, Jody still with me on Zom. Cool. I love that. Love to hear that. It's such a long dated put. I'm really not worried about it. Like, Exxon is up over the last 2 days. Even though we rejected here, and it's up since then, we're only down 4%. I'm not worried about it at all. This move to the upside on Exxon is a 4% move. I'm not worried. So, Tesla's collapsing. Uh-oh. Mark. There you go, buddy. Mark, I know you'll really enjoy the last episode of Barely Legal. We went over quite a few technical analysis on things. If you look at my screen, these red ones, right? Red. Those are all the ones I went over on Barely Legal this week. Let's take a look at Tesla. What's happening, guys? Whoa, what happened? 9 minutes ago. Look at this. Let's look at this news. Tesla scraps low-cost car plans amidst... Ooh. Oh. Have you guys seen that meme where it's like, ew, brother, ew. Yeah, that's this right now. That's bad. Oh, that's bad. It says they scrapped the low-cost car idea, which of course is going to hurt because I think everybody was kind of banking on that. Everyone was banking on, this new car coming out that was supposed to be like mid-20,000s, brand new off the lot, which is crazy, by the way. A brand new F-150, like a work truck, the most basic spec you can get, roll-up windows, manual seats, the whole shebang. They're still $45,000, and Tesla was planning like a $23,000, $24,000. $26,000 SUV off the lot. So them not doing that, scrapping that plan is crazy. Alex says the Discord is such a great community. No, Alex, thank you, man. Like I said, we really couldn't do it without you guys. And then funny enough is like, yeah, I've been trading on my own for years, right? Years before before I ever joined the Discord. But even as an experienced trader, I was searching for a community. I wasn't looking for a job when I joined Oasis. I was looking for a community. I was looking for people who I could bounce ideas off of, people that thought similar to me, or maybe they had different ideas and I could ask them questions and learn from them. And like, that's something you guys can all do with the other members in chat. Like, if you see somebody doing something, like, just ask. Like, they'll teach you. Like, what is Joe's name? Let's see if he's still here. Joe Wabi. Joe Wabi over in the Discord. Here, I'll screenshot this. Alright, so this guy, right? Joe Wabi. Joe's just a guy. He pops into the Discord every now and then. He has a completely different trading style than me, and I've learned a ton from him. Like, I've learned a ton from Joe, right? And I assure you, he could say the same from me. He's learned a ton from me. But we have different trading styles, but it doesn't mean that we can't learn from one another. He looks at things differently than I look at things, and you guys can do the same with people. You guys can do the same, right? But the community is super important. Super, super important. Jody, are you saying that they're lowering the Model Y prices instead of doing the low price car? Because they were coming out with a brand new car altogether. But if they're just lowering Model Y prices, I don't know. That seems like a harsh overreaction to me. Yeah, New Love, that's another really, really hard thing, and that's probably, which, I know we're so off topic, but I think I'm probably done for the day trading, guys, so if you don't want to hang out and just talk for a bit, yeah, just enjoy the rest of your day, is what I'm trying to say, because I'm probably not going to take another trade. But you were saying here, my surrounding friends are not into trading. That's probably one of my favorite reasons that the internet exists, is because you can go and do all this stuff on your own, right? Like, you can go, like, if your thing is hiking, right? You can hike by yourself, but there's something about a community that you can show, like, I'm proud of myself, and then other people are saying, you know, I'm proud of you too. It's so rewarding, whether it's exercising, right? Like, not everybody has a gym partner to go to the gym with, or maybe not everybody is on a weight loss journey. Maybe some people are trying to gain weight. Some people are trying to lose weight. You know, not everybody's on the same journey, but if you find people that are on a similar journey, whether it's trading, losing weight, hiking, whatever it may be, if you can find people on the same journey as you, you can support each other, you can lift each other up, and it's gonna not only raise your spirits, but it's gonna raise their spirits, and that's just how communities grow. You'll make lifelong friends over the internet that you've never met in your life, but because they support you and they care for you, even though they've never met you, it's the best. And that's why, truly, I really do love the Discord. I won't lie, like, of course, yeah, we get paid because you guys are paid subscribers, right? Like, I make money for doing this, but I would do it for free. I'm over here on YouTube. I'm doing this for free for you guys. Like, you know, we could, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I had two phone calls just now I just missed. I just spaced hardcore. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Completely forgot what we were talking about. But anyway, yeah, the community's fantastic. So, anyway, with that, guys, I think I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna head out. It looks like the other teammates over on the Discord are also done live streaming for today. If you are a High Roller member, it looks like Alex, Lips, Papa, and Zinc are all still live over on High Roller. So if you are still looking for something, or maybe you missed the trade this morning, go hang out with those guys. Yeah, go hang out with them. They will, they'll love having you over there. They will really enjoy your company. So those are that's in High Roller right now. So, all right, guys, we'll have a truly have a fantastic day. I hope I helped everybody make at least a little bit of money, maybe some date night money. You know, take your significant other out tonight, or maybe take yourself out. Treat yourself. We just made 100%. You can spend $30, you know, that you just made on Spy. So buy a glass of red wine, tip it to Spy, and enjoy your weekend, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm gonna head out. See ya.